we are going to start by putting everybody in the chat up for arrest. Do me a favor, if you're watching the stream, put your hands in the air where I can see them, because I know they ain't on a controller, they ain't on a mouse and keyboard, they ain't on a joystick, they ain't in a VR headset, any fucking type, eye tracking, any type of device used to play games. I know you niggas is not using it. And that's why today, everybody's on fucking fraud watch. Ladies and gentlemen, the data has come out. For those unaware, the Steam rap. First of all, why does everybody have a fucking rap, bruh? I know my rights. No, you don't, nigga. The Steam rap has come out. And I'm not gonna hold you. The data for PC gamers, it's not looking good. Bro, I'm on a Switch 2. We know what your Switch 2 rap is like, nigga. You ain't got no games over there. There's nothing to play. It's not looking good. And I'm gonna be honest, even though this data really only clarifies what's going on over on Steam, a lot of times the numbers, they're very comparable. They're very close. I mean, I've seen a lot of the PlayStation raps. I'm gonna be honest, I'm throwing you niggas in there too. Matter of fact, if you follow this stream, you know what the fuck it is. PlayStation niggas, they don't play no games unless it's live service, 2K, Call of Duty, Madden, but they love to sit on social media and talk about Final Fantasy VII and fucking Horizon Zero Dawn, even though they don't play that shit. Xbox niggas, I'll give you this. Y'all play games, but y'all the taste testers of gaming. You niggas got Game Pass and just the charcuterie board gamers. Y'all don't beat nothing. You niggas didn't even beat fucking Hell, what was that shit game with the crazy girl, Hell, whatever? 90% of y'all didn't even beat the game when we looked at the achievements. What's the one where the girl go crazy? Y'all don't beat no games though. Y'all the charcuterie gamers. But the PC gamers? This is where I'm shocked. Hellblade, yeah, Hellblade 2. I'm shocked. And I'm disappointed. I couldn't believe when Ethos posted this shit. I said, oh, we got to talk about this on stream. The Steam rap came out and it posted what he played, and he primarily played new games. 67% of what he played is new games. And this is the thing that caught my eye. And I know this is real because I've seen other people post it and they had the same exact statistic. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to pull up my Steam rap after this to prove I'm the real deal. Now, first and foremost, let's get something straight. Here on this stream, we've been covering this story. We've been unraveling this story for the last 2 years. If you didn't know, let me pull up that article because I'm pretty sure there it is right there. What the fuck? Did they delete that shit? They deleted it. They deleted the article. They did. Holy shit. 60. Let me find another one then. Playtime 2023. Let's see. There we go. We got the Kotaku one. In case you didn't know, I should save this just so I can reference this in the future. We've been covering this story since 2023. 60% of playtime in 2023 went to 6-year-old games or older. Meaning most of you are not playing new games. And by this study, a new game is not a game that came out this year, but a game that's 3 years or younger. And ever since then, more data has been coming out. We've been looking at the weekly charts. Call of Duty's always at the chart at the top. Madden's always at the top. 2K's always at the top. Roblox for some reason. Game's full of fucking pedophiles. You guys can't get off of it. Minecraft's always at the top. The usual suspects. GTA 5. It's still selling millions of copies every year. I think I read an article a couple months ago. It sold like 10 million this year. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? So I say all that to say this. Now we got new data that backs this data up even more. Just in this year alone, according to the Steam Wrapped, 14% of the playtime was spent by Steam users in new releases, meaning games released in 2025. Now, if you read this data incorrectly, you might read it as only 14% of PC gamers
are playing new games. But what it actually means is 14% of PC gamers spent the majority of their time playing new games. So the number of people who tried new games might be higher, but what this data does prove is the number of people who are beating these new games is very low. Now, why do I bring all this data up? Now that we understand and we're reading the data. Here on the stream, I need you guys to understand, you're allowed to play whatever the fuck you want. Gaming is a form of escapism. You're just supposed to have fun. The reason I keep bringing these numbers up is because I'm fucking baffled and confused. Can somebody explain to me how the Game Awards has millions of people watching every year? The Golden Joystick Awards, millions of people vote every year. But when we look at the data, it says 86, because I know some of you niggas are slow. 100 minus 14 is 86. 86% of you are not beating these new games. And I was told the achievement count for the average person on Steam is 11 per year. So a lot of you aren't, and that's across the board, meaning all games they played. Meaning majority of you aren't even getting halfway through these games. So I say that to say this. If the majority of you, the vast majority, by the way, we're not talking 51, we're not talking 60%, we're talking 86%. If 86% of you are not beating your games, your charcuterie board gamers, a little this, little that, Costco gamers, niggas showed up to Costco with the buggy, didn't get nothing. You went there for the free samples. Why is everybody so angry about conversations centered around who gets what award? And I'm not talking about game of the year, I'm talking about everything. 86% is a crazy number. I'm talking about everything. Game of the year, best RPG, best racing game, best family game. You name a category, I'm talking about it. Why is everybody so fucking angry? You niggas don't play any fucking games. So as of now, the entire gaming community is under arrest. If you're watching the stream, hands where I can see them. We're gonna get handcuffs for millions of people, and we're gonna fucking throw you against the car, and we're gonna make you play something. We're gonna get a Steam Deck for everybody. Because everybody's got opinions on shit that they didn't play. That is my only issue with this shit, bruh. You niggas is frauds. You're fucking frauds. And the worst part is, you're frauding for shit that doesn't matter. Why are you lying? Why are you lying like you're playing these games? Statistically speaking, at 86%, I need you guys to understand, that is the majority of you in the chat. I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, I got kids, I got a job. That's real. Or I didn't have enough money to get something. That's real. I need everybody to understand the center of the conversation is around, regardless of why, because there could be some real reasons of why you're not beating and completing these games. I'm simply asking, why are you so invested in around the award show if you didn't play anything? It doesn't make any sense, because this year, especially, and last year with Baldur's Gate 3, or not Baldur's Gate, well, yeah, actually with Astrobot and then Baldur's Gate 3 before that, it's been mad vitriol, just it's crazy anger. People are calling Expedition 33 an industry plant, as if everybody wasn't talking about this game back in April. I've seen people call it a backdoor from Israel. It's Israeli propaganda. People are calling it quality slop, which makes no sense because the word quality is the direct contradiction of the word slop. Why is everybody so fucking angry? Y'all don't play no fucking games. So I seen this in the comment section of one of my videos because I think I was ranting about achievements. Check them achievements. Somebody was like, achievements aren't the end all be all. They're not the end all be all, but achievements are a good indicator. And you know why? If you really play games, specifically single player games, I don't know how the fuck it's linked to Israel. People are just making shit up, bro. Achievements are not the end all be all, right? But they are a good indicator of how far you're in the game, because if you actually play single player games, every single player game, I would say at least half of the achievements pertain to the story, and the other half are like random things that you can do in the game. Whether it's like a rare, like get a rare costume or do some type of rare move or something like that. But most of the achievements in the game are beat chapter 1, beat chapter 2, beat chapter 3. That's how we found out that Xbox gamers are Charcuterie Reward gamers, because Hellblade 2 is only 5 hours long, and most of you in the achievements didn't get past Act 1. So when we looking at these achievements and we saying you didn't even get past Act 1 or 2, like when I pulled up how a lot of y'all didn't beat the Guardian Ape, it's still only at 40%. I don't understand. Do we live in a different universe? I seen people in the comments, achievements are not the end all be all. Nigga, it says it right there. Only 40% of people beat the Great Ape in fucking Sekiro. That shit came out in 2019. I hate to break it to you. Most of you are not going to beat it. You're not going back. The data doesn't lie. So I say all this to say this. If you are one of the rare breeds of gamers out there who's actually playing and enjoying these games and forming valid opinions based off of your true experience, not some picture or some video you saw or a let's play, kudos to you. You're in a rare breed. You're a rare breed. You're the last of a dying breed. But I also encourage everybody to start questioning their friends. Gaming is bigger than ever, and you're just seeing insane discourse around so many games with these intense hot takes. And it's time to start saying, oh, that's how you feel? You feel like Expedition 33 is Israeli propaganda? Let me see your achievements real quick. Whoa. Let me see those achievements. Your achievements are under arrest. We need to inspect and make sure you know what you're talking about. Well, I have a sneaky suspicion that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Start asking, bruh. And then when you start looking up their shit and you seeing they ain't even playing these games, that's when you're gonna let the jokes fly. Nigga, shut up. You didn't beat the game. You're a taste tester. Shut up. First of all, can we talk about how that's a crazy way to live too? Because like I said, what this data actually suggests is we don't know how many people are actually buying new games on PC, but what this does prove is how many people are actually playing new games. Meaning there's a lot of people who bought the game and just didn't play it, or they dropped it or whatever. At bare minimum, am I on the leaderboard? I'm gonna pull my shit up because there's nothing fraudulent about me. I haven't looked at it yet, but I heard good things. I know somebody who looked at my shit. But anyways, because you can look at other people's shit. I talked to someone who said it got hyped up by white people. That shit is ignorant. Yeah, I mean, on the stream yesterday, somebody said name 5 real niggas who played Expedition 33, and I named 5 instantly. That's a stupid, ignorant fucking take, bro. I don't get that shit. But yeah, start bringing it up. Be like, the data says most of y'all don't play games, so we're gonna need to take a look at your achievements to make sure you're qualified for this conversation. And if they're not, let the jokes fly. This is why I be telling people to shut the fuck up, bro. It started off as a joke, the Rad Brad shit, but I'm starting to believe it's real. I think a lot of y'all be watching Rad Brad. A lot of y'all do. Shout out to Watts with the big raid. Appreciate you. There you go, right there. For the sake of transparency, I'm gonna show my shit. But to say, we just talking about all the frauds that are getting exposed on the rap, Watts. Let's check out my shit. The Black Hokage. A look back at your most played games and milestones on Steam this year. Hashtag Steam Replay. All right. For my 2025, it said I had 21 games played, 18 were new. Come on, that's a crazy ratio. I only played 3 demos. I don't really play demos and play tests. I don't really play that shit. 178 achievements unlocked. 51% played with keyboard and mouse, 49% with fucking controller. These are weird ass stats, but what it says is I'm versatile. I'm gamey ambidextrous. I hope what y'all looking at these stats, at bare minimum, you don't have to agree with what my opinions are on a certain game, but at least I'm showing I really do this shit. Marvel Rivals. Man, Marvel Rivals had a brother in the chokehold early in the year. The biggest chunk of my playtime on PC was Marvel Rivals with 32% playtime. First Berserker 15, Battlefield 6 14. That's gonna go up because I've been on that heavy. How do you compare stack your year against the rest of the Steam community? Look at this shit. This is what I mean, right? Fucking look this. Hey, you niggas is all under arrest. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. The average number of achievements a Steam user has is 11. You're all under arrest. Y'all think I be making this shit? If you wonder why there's been so many crazy takes in the gaming space, this is fucking crazy. How the fuck did I end up with 178? And let's get something straight. To be 100% honest, my Steam Wrapped is not even 100% accurate. And you know why? Because I played half my games this year on PS5, the other half on PC. And then also the Xbox app, I played Ninja Gaiden, I played Expedition 33 off the Xbox app with the Game Pass. That's 2 more. So I would argue my stats should actually be higher. But this is just a Steam. Anyways. Games played 21. The average PC gamer only played 4. Your longest streak was 22 days. The average PC gamer, 6. 57%, and this is what I mean right here. 57% of the games that I played for percentage of time was new releases. Translation: the reason I'm able to give an authentic opinion on the games that came out this year is because the majority of my time was spent playing those games. And like I said, this number would be higher. I'm gonna be honest. It should probably be like 70, 75, maybe even 80. Because I got games on the Xbox app. I got new games on the PS5. Like I had Borderlands, 2K, all that shit on PS5. So this number should actually be higher if I combine all my platforms together. And then it says 14% of the playtime spent by Steam users was in new releases. So like I played way more new games than old. And I get it. Not everybody can afford everything. I get it. I'm not shaming you if you can't afford every new game. I understand. I'm talking from a place of privilege because this is my job. So naturally, I'm going to have numbers that are a little bit higher than the average person. The reason I'm bringing up this data, period, is once again, the amount of toxic discourse on the internet surrounding various games, but niggas is not playing them. And I don't give a fuck what reason you're not playing them. Whether you're busy with life because of school, marriage, kids, you can't afford it. Whatever the fucking reason is, it doesn't matter. You're not playing them, but you have all these strong opinions to the point where you got people talking about a video game is Israeli propaganda. We have lost the plot. We have lost the plot. And I know some people think it's annoying that I sit here and talk about the numbers and the data, but I think it's important to look at this shit so you can understand. It may not be you in the chat, but them niggas that you gonna get into that Xbox Live party with, that Discord, that PSN party tonight, they're fucking frauds. And you better start calling them out. What I played from the Spider Graph. What the fuck is hunting? Extraction shooters, ill. I played a lot of Souls games, FPSs, and then like a little bit of stealth. I mean, like I said, this is a little bit skewed because the games that I played. And then by the numbers, workshop items, badges, new friends added. None of that shit matters. They say the Game Awards suck, but then they didn't get the one game they will actually play. They say the Game Awards sucks, but according to these statistics, most of y'all didn't even play the games at the Game Awards, man. So as you can see, I'm being transparent, baby. Listen, man, I'm out here saving lives, taking people down from jumping, which causes chronic taste testing. Hey, let's get something straight too. Let me add something to it. There's nothing wrong with taste testing, bro. If being a taste tester gamer is how you have fun, that's fine too. I get it. People's time is limited. My point that I'm trying to make is stay out the conversation if you didn't beat the games, though. You can't be a taste tester arguing. It's funny. This is so bad. These numbers are so horrific. My old stance used to be, if you haven't played at least 2 of the 6 games nominated for Game of the Year, you shouldn't even be in the conversation. You niggas play so little games, it's to the point where I could change the answer to. If you didn't play at least one game that got nominated for Game of the Year, why are you even in the conversation? And beat it. I mean, beat it. Because according to these numbers, I don't even think y'all are beating one of the games that are nominated. You're on Call of Duty. You're on Madden. You're on Roblox with the pedophiles. You're in the Dr. Disrespect lobby. So I ain't gonna hold you. You want to hear something else too? You gotta start shit testing these content creators, man. I showed y'all my numbers. My shit valid, transparent. Next time you in your favorite big streamer stream, your favorite YouTuber's comment section, be like, "Hey man, can we see your PlayStation Wrapped? Can we see your Steamed Wrapped?" Trick them. Don't let them know it's a shit test. Trick them. Hey, can we see your? Hey, you streaming, bro? Hey, pull up your Steam Wrapped. Did you know that dropped? Let's check it out. Trick them into showing they Steam Wrapped, they PlayStation Wrapped, they Xbox Wrapped. If them numbers ain't looking right and they a super opinionated content creator, you might wanna watch. You might wanna be careful about taking them seriously. Pull up JG's rap. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I know his shit is valid. Oh shit, I know his shit is valid. What Shroud rap looking like? I only played 5 new games, and nothing wrong with that. I hope people understand that. There's nothing wrong. I'm not shaming anybody for the number of games you played. The strictly, because I feel like the points keep getting lost. The only thing I'm talking about is people who have these strong toxic opinions about games, and the numbers say a lot of you guys are not only not playing the games, you're not finishing them. You're not getting anywhere near finishing them. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's actually legitimately embarrassing for the Steam community. 11 achievements is the average. If you play single player games, you know half the achievements are just beat the fucking story. And the average Steam user has 11 achievements. That means at best, they beat 1 full game, or they played like 3 or 4 games and got like 3 or 4 achievements per game. But you ain't beating multiple games. It is fucking crazy. 3 of my top 5 are from this year. The point is, people have these strong opinions on the game and they're not playing these games. They just talking nonsense. Start taking things into question. Hey, at least with the Brad, we know he playing them games. He's legit. Who got them Chirac Simulator achievement. So I just wanted to bring it up. I just couldn't believe what I saw today. And I'm glad that Ethos posted this, because I'm not gonna hold you. I was not gonna look at this Steam Wrap. I don't care about these wrap things. I legitimately don't care. But now that I know the data is being exposed, we will be back here next year, and the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that, because we're gonna be checking to see if those numbers go up. And Steam keeps showing the entire community and what they're doing. PlayStation, same thing. Xbox, same thing. How the fuck you pay $30 a month to rent games that you don't play? You people are fucking crazy. Crazy. There's great games on Game Pass. Fucking psychos, man. I hope GTA is not $100. I hope it's not too. But at the same time, what does it matter? Because statistically speaking, according to these analytics, you ain't gonna buy the game anyway. So what does it fucking matter? You're gonna boot up fucking pedo blocks, aka Roblox. You're gonna be on the Dr. Disrespect server, the King Nappy server. That's what you're gonna be on. Xbox buffet eaters. The Xbox niggas is fucking the Golden Corral gamers. That's what y'all are. Eating that stale ass bread and that dingy ass meat. Oh my God. We gonna see the PlayStation Wrap? Nah, I'm not bringing that shit up. I don't care about that shit. Wait, does the PlayStation Wrap, does it show all the stats like Steam? Maybe I'll look at that later. And more positive news. For the 14% of people who are actually out here trying and buying new games and actually completing them, you guys made it possible. Expedition 33 has hit 6 million copies sold. Insane achievement considering the fact that it sold 5 million copies in the first 6 months, despite it being on Game Pass. And it just won Game of the Year a few days ago. And in less than a week, it sold another 1 million copies. And you know my favorite part about this is the power of winning Game of the Year. My favorite part about this shit is, I would say about 80% of the people I see trying this game now, since it won Game of the Year, they've been converted. I've seen things from, oh, I just completed the Gamage, this is Game of the Year, I understand, to, on the lesser side, I played several hours and I understand it now. I've seen a few disingenuous arguments. Like I seen one dude post on Twitter, I bought Expedition 33 and played for 17 minutes and refunded it. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Those type of we gotta start blocking these people, bro. You don't have to agree that it's game of the year, but try it out. I guarantee you'll at least understand it. You'll at least understand it. I just bought the game today and it's absolutely fucking fire. And that's what's great about this shit, is putting people on the new shit. So shout out to the devs pushing 6 million. I predicted that in its lifetime, it'll sell at least 10 million. The fact that it won game of the year and it generated another million in sales in less than a week, I predict it'll hit 15 million at least in the next probably 3 years. He said, report them niggas, bro. I'm bumping it up from 10 to 15 because it's going crazy. It's going crazy. But yeah, just because something isn't your cup of tea doesn't mean it's trash. Ding, 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 ding. That's what I be saying too. My stance is always, whatever your game of the year is, as long as it's respectable, that's all I care about. If it's Kingdom Come Deliverance, Hades 2, shit, I'm not gonna lie. If you say Assassin's Creed Shadows is your game of the year, I think that's a bit of a stretch. I'm gonna look at you a little side eye, but I'll let it pass. There's some redeeming qualities in that game. I don't know if it's the game of the year, but I'll let it rock for a little. As long as you pick something respectable, where I say, okay, yeah, Digimon. I've seen people say Digimon. It's cool. Like, whatever. Don't let nobody spoil your fucking fun. These are all just awards. Who cares? Yo, shout out to Jonathan with the super chat. I bought it even though I have it on Game Pass to support it. I actually bought it the other day too. I ordered the deluxe copy because I played this game on Game Pass. Because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know what to think of this game before that came out. I knew I was interested in it because the art style looked good, and then I played it and I was like, oh shit, I need to get a copy. So I had no plans on owning the game. I was just gonna play it on Game Pass and let it go. But after beating it, I was like, oh, I want it in my collection. So I just ordered a disc copy of that shit. What else I got for ya? Dead Island 3 is aiming for release in 2028, which means it'll take 7 years less to make Dead Island 2. Where are my zombie fans at? It was a 12-year-long stretch between Dead Island. It wasn't worth the wait, by the way. That shit was mid as fuck. The one with the famous reveal trailer and the sequel, Dead Island 2, which wasn't particularly great, but still managed to become the biggest launch in Deep Silver's history. That much of a break between games isn't ideal, although in hindsight, it was clearly the right move. Former Deep Silver Comms chief Martin Ween said earlier this year that the publisher could have pushed the game out to meet its original release, and it probably would have killed the franchise. So good outcome, but with any luck, one that wouldn't want to have to be repeated. A financial report for Dead Island developer Dambuster Studios shared today on Blue Sky confirms that Dead Island 3 is now in development. Dambuster Studios' financial statements are out as of March 2025. The company employed 194 employees. Dead Island 3 is in development, and the current predicted release window for the project is Q1 2028. So between January and April, like late April, Dead Island 3 is scheduled to come out, basically, of 2028. After the release of Dead Island 2, the Ultimate Edition in October of 2024, the primary focus on Dambuster Studios is now Dead Island 3. All developers are assigned to the project, and once Luna and Mac versions of Dead Island 2 are complete, and all of Dambusters QAT will be assigned to Dead Island 3. There you go. It's been confirmed. It is coming for those who care. You said you think it'll be a PS6 game. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a cross-gen game. I can see it on the PS5 and the PS6. That I'm not worried about. I'm more so worried about improving the gameplay formula. That 15-year wait for Dead Island 2 was just not worth it. It was a generic first-person zombie game, and I think Dying Light has kind of raised the bar for zombie games. So it's kind of hard to go. It's hard to go from Dying Light, where you're running and flipping and dipping all over the wall and killing zombies in style, to going back to a game where you just run around really slowly in first person and shoot and like swinging a bat. Like the concept of co-op is not enough. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the solution is, because I think one of the unique problems that the zombie genre has, whether it's movies or games, is the zombies themselves. Its greatest strength is also its greatest weakness, because zombies are brain dead characters. So it's like, how do you make that more interesting than the original thing that you did? You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to Depe with the super chat. You said the ball and gun gamer rant hit the front page of Reddit. I see it while scrolling earlier today. Hey, we going viral, man. Shit is a movie, man. I'm on my 5e shit, bro. I'm on 5e04 and super viral. What's the T cussing that? Oh shit. What y'all think about the new 21? I listened to it a couple times in the gym. It sounds like 21. It's okay. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's just something to listen to while working out. Shout out to all the people following. Yeah, she was a wetty. The price of the brick going up. What else I got for ya? We got an update from Marvel Token. Shout out to Oscar with the sub. Appreciate it. A year-end message from Marvel Token's producer to all the Token fighters. He says, "This is Takashi Yamanaka, producer of Marvel Token. Thank you so much to all players who participated in our second closed beta. We also truly appreciate the many heartfelt messages submitted through the survey. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. We haven't yet finished reading through every comment, but we are sincerely taking in all the feedback, both the positives and the areas that need improvement. The team is pushing forward with development, and we will continue refining and improving the game based on opinions you shared with us. 2026 will be a big year for us. Our team is working hard to make this game that you will enjoy for years to come, a title that will continue to grow with its community. We still have more characters to announce, along with more exciting moments where you'll be able to see the game in action, so stay tuned." W transparency. You see how easy that is? You see how easy that is? You see how fucking easy that is, man? Do a beta, let people submit surveys, and then release a statement saying, "Hey, we're reading your shit. We're taking everything into consideration." Have I played the first Descendant? No, I'm not broke. I have played that game. That shit's for fucking bums. I'm not playing that shit. Hey, if you niggas don't stop talking about free-to-play games to me, that's the shit I was talking. I think I missed that on the podcast. You niggas is frauds too, man. Let me tell you something. You niggas will fucking accept bullshit if it's fucking free, but then you won't buy something that's great. To me, that is bad karma. That's TBS. You need to hop on the fucking where the wind meets is a fucking 6, 7 out of 10 at best. Niggas gassing that shit up. Game of the year. No, it's free. That's what you like about it. It's free. The movement system is janky. The combat is janky. The story is terrible. The voice acting is terrible. It's full of hacking weirdos who run a Discord and harass streamers. But because it's free, niggas want to gas it up. I'm like, here we go, bruh. It's an adjustable 6. We don't want to hear that shit. The First Descendant. Who the fuck is playing The First Descendant? The First Descendant is a game you play when all you could afford was the PS5 and you on a ramen noodle diet for the next 3 months. Hey, rock with that shit. But save your money up and get a different game that's fucking great. I'm not playing that shit, bro. Not much variety in the character creator type shit. Who the fuck is saying game of the year? I swear to God, people were saying that on social media. Where the Wind Meets is their game of the year. The funny thing, I had it on the podcast notes, but then everybody agreed. Nobody wanted to talk about that shit. That shit is fucking mid, bro. We were gonna talk about it on the podcast. Everybody on the podcast talked about it. I mean, played it, but then we all agreed. It was like, let's talk about the Game Awards. Nobody want to talk about that shit, bro. I like that shit because it's fucking free. Speaking of paid games that suck, Call of Duty. The first disagreement, the first disappointment, the first depressant. Exclusive, and take this with a grain of salt because unfortunately anybody can buy a check mark, so take it with a grain of salt. Exclusive COD 2027 will be made by Sledgehammer Games and will be a new sub franchise with completely new characters set in the late 1990s, early 2000s, meaning don't expect Modern Warfare, don't expect Black Ops, don't expect Advanced Warfare, don't expect any other Call of Duty that you've seen before. There's gonna be some different shit. It's going to be, because they saying late 1990s, early 2000s, it could be called Call of Duty Y2K type shit, bro. Real Ice Spice shit. They said no Omni movement. Omni movement with no tac sprint is currently planned for the game. Pick 10 returning is a big discussion happening. Zombies currently still not planned to return. Get high return still unclear if it's a third mode. No Nicki Minaj. What? No Beavis and Butthead. It's probably what's best, do a new sub series. I agree. I think the best case scenario is for Call of Duty is take 3 years off and then come back with a new series. They aren't going to take the break because they're greedy. So at bare minimum, the new sub series might get people excited, you know. But if you don't know my stance on Call of Duty, it's I'm on a year-to-year basis with it. You know, this doesn't apply to niggas who live with their mama still. But you know when you rent an apartment and your lease expire and they put you on that month-to-month type shit, They'd be like, oh, they ask you, do you want to renew your lease? And you'd be like, oh, I'm not sure. Can I do month to month? Give me like a couple months to decide. That's what this feels like, month to month type shit. Like when the trailer drops, if it looks cool, I'll check out the game. But I'm not gonna hold my breath for Call of Duty. It's too many games. I take it a year-to-year basis. I'm good off that. No MAGA Nikki. Nah, yeah, we're good off the MAGA Nikki, bro. Just keep Warzone for the fiends and build a new story. Warzone's always there for them, I guess, if they need the money, if they're really poor. And nobody asked for this news. I just want to say I really enjoyed the podcast that went up, I believe today or yesterday, and had a really good time watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. That one's doing pretty good. I appreciate it. And nobody asked for this news. Rainbow Six Mobile release date revealed after years of testing. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Rainbow Six Mobile will launch on February 23rd, 2026. Ubisoft has announced the free-to-play first-person shooter will arrive that day across iOS and Android. The game was announced in 2022 and conducted public tests that began in 2023, but is now clearly ready for its global rollout for everyone. The game promises to replicate Rainbow Six Siege experience on mobile, and Ubisoft says it was developed exclusively for mobile devices. They're saying that this is not an asset flip, basically. They really worked on this shit. Rainbow Six Mobile features 3 5v5 multiplayer modes, Bomb, Bomb Rush, and Team Deathmatch. And there are 20 operators in the game, along with some familiar maps from Rainbow Six Siege, including Bank, Border, and Clubhouse. Actually, Rainbow Six Mobile has an onboarding tutorial to help players learn the basics. What's more, Ubisoft promised that it will add new content for each season. People in Poland, France, Canada, and Latin America do not have to wait, as Rainbow Six Mobile is already available in those places. Let's check out the trailer. Who's ready to play this shit? I'm coming to an iPad near you.
Enemy located.
You said Ubisoft broke. Yeah, just so y'all understand, it will be mad microtransactions in this shit. This is a we are broke game. Did I see the Lantern TV show? They got a trailer out?
Stun grenade out.
No gameplay? What a worthless fucking trailer. Yeah, the trailer's up. Let's look at that then. Let's look at the Lantern shit. Before I pull up the Lanterns, last thing I had saved was going back to Expedition 33. This is what I mean when I say we've lost the plot as gamers. This is the type of shit people are posting. I mean, it's funny. It's funny, but I'm like, this is such a reach. They're saying it's Raid Shadow Legends that won Game of the Year, bruh. I'm like, y'all are trying way too hard to hate some shit. But anyways, let me go to let's see. What's this joint? Y'all said Lanterns. I seen them Spider-Man trailers. I seen them Spider-Man trailers as leaking. Hey, chat. Them Epstein files must be real bad. We had an Avengers Doomsday trailer leak, 2 different Spider-Man trailers leak. It's all types of distractions going on. Everything leaking but them damn Epstein files are supposed to come out on Friday. That's what we need to leak. Whoever hacking Marvel, we need to get them e-files. This shit is only 11 seconds. What the fuck? Is this what y'all talking about? Right here? Who got the link to this? Can't be it. This is a breakdown. Emergency awesome. This is a fan trailer. Yeah, I was never suicidal, by the way. There's no full trailer yet. This is what you niggas is asking me to look at. 11-second trailer. Why are these leaks in 240p? And probably because they're real leaks. It's probably somebody that just snuck their phone in and tried to get an angle and shit.
I've trained my entire life for this.
You're not ready to get up in front of the class until the ring says you are.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say that. I don't know what I'm supposed to. I don't have any reaction to that. Like the nigga just jumped out of the car. Okay, like play the Gap Band. Outstanding. Hey, look, there's a screenshot from the still. I've seen the leak. I've seen this shit. Y'all want me to describe it? I can describe it. I can't show it, but I can tell you what I saw for the Doomsday shit. which makes me kind of roll my eyes. I didn't watch the Spider-Man one because I was like, bro, I don't care. Y'all need to leak these fucking e-files, bro. You said what you seen? Oh, for the Avengers Doomsday shit. I saw the leaked trailer on Twitter. It was fuzzy, but what I got from it is it was basically like a 1-minute trailer of Steve, Captain America, and he was like holding a baby. And then it was like a reference to like Endgame. So like I think the route they're about to take is basically, you remember at the end of Endgame when Steve went back in time to be with Peggy or whoever his lover is. I think he fucked up the timeline and he created a variant of Doctor Doom that ends up being Tony. And basically that Tony that they were with wasn't the real Tony, it was Doom. I don't know. He fucked up. They're gonna use some multiverse shit to fuck up the timeline, and that's how Tony Stark is gonna become Doctor Doom. That's what I got from the trailer. Which, you know, it would be okay if, you know, the whole Kang the Conqueror thing didn't happen. And keep in mind, this is just my theory. This is just I could be wrong. That's just my theory. That's what I got from the trailer. But if I am correct, I'm just like, are we gonna act like Kang didn't fucking exist? Like, although I was told you need to watch Loki. Apparently Loki ties up some loose ends. Does anybody know? I didn't watch Loki season 2. I'm so sick of fucking Disney. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I can't watch Agatha. I can't watch Loki. I can't watch all that shit no more, man. It's too much. Kang was solved by Loki. It does. Oh, okay. But see, the problem with that is, I guarantee you, the average MCU fan did not watch Loki season 2. It's just too much of a time commitment. So like, people are gonna be in the movie theaters confused. What happened to fucking Kang the Conqueror type shit. Let's go in that shove box though. But that's what I saw. I haven't watched the Spider-Man. Allegedly, by the way. Allegedly.